Oh no.
Missing.
Greg?
Missing.
I thought this was a duet.
Missing.
Oh, so you're just gonna sing all the parts? Those are not the right sounds. Can you hear me? Bonk. Welcome to Miss Thing.
I'm Greg.
And I'm Tim, and this is a podcast that celebrates and appreciates the missed things of the past, present, and future. How dare you?
Well, we'll get to it in a second.
Yeah.
In every episode, we take a key moment from our Miss Thing storied career and do what we do best, which is make it all about us. Okay, so I had to.
Greg just did something blasphemous in our intro, which is that
Right.
I wanted him to try, as did my sister, who's been berating me for a month, to try this
Dr. Pepper, zero sugar, and cream soda. I'm not sure if I read that right. It's a lot of words on the can. But yeah, I've been tasked with trying this. Tim's sister, Courtney, was kind enough to buy these, I guess.
I think she did. She bought like a case and then I think didn't want them. And then she was like, Greg needs to try this on the pod.
Well, you know, I love cream
know.
soda. Well, I'm a first sipper with cream soda. I think the first sip is the most delicious thing that ever.
Well, you did it in the mid intro.
Well,
so then.
No, I took the tiniest little sip because I think it's bad luck to cheers and not do anything, which, by the way, you need to take
I'm
a sip
sipping.
of that pure
We'll
leaf.
sip at the same time.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow, this is good. This is good. It's listen, it's chemically.
It's
It's
to
tasting
me,
chemically.
it sounds gross. And now I haven't tried it because I'm drinking my iced tea right now. But I guess because you like cream soda.
Well, cream soda to me is it's so butter. And butter is my favorite food, as everyone knows.
Right.
I leave nothing to the
No butter
imagination.
untouched.
No butter untouched.
Yeah.
Exactly. From the tub, fresh, old.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Well, I don't really subscribe to that one because
The only thing I'm thinking about right now is that one of our haters has very famously said that all we do on this podcast is talk about soda.
Sure.
And honestly, read us for filth.
yeah. Well, you're not you're not wrong.
I have a question for you, actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this has been sweeping the internet. I feel like people already have known it for a while. Who would win in a fight? 100 men or one gorilla? But I'm going to do a twist on it.
Oh, good. Because I don't know the answer to that one. I've seen that's been sweeping the straight internet, and
that's
can't.
why we're going to gay it up.
Okay,
Which is,
thank God.
who would win in a fight? 100 gay men or one gorilla?
Well, listen, I think that the gay men are not necessarily using their brawn in a way that I think the straight men are going to automatically revert to.
Yeah.
I think they're all about using force. And I think the gay men, I think they're going to have to use their minds. I mean, obviously gay men.
What little minds they have.
Right. Yeah. Their bodies are sculpted, but it's the strength I'm not sure they're able to lead with.
That's superficial. That's all it looks like they could do something, but really when tested.
I think the gays are going to befriend the gorilla.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much hair there. They can do so much with it. They flat iron it. They can curl it. I think they're going to befriend each other and give the gorilla, the gays are going to give the gorilla a makeover.
I 100% agree.
Okay.
And I feel like what actually would happen is the gays would win. But the gays would win because they're like, oh my God, you look stunning. I want that hair.
Yeah.
And they're sort of and then as soon as the gorilla turns their back, they're shit talking it.
Yeah.
And then slowly, mind games wise, the gorilla starts to hear it, starts to have a mental breakdown.
Oh, totally.
And then the gays win through mind games.
Yeah, so the gorilla starts getting self-conscious about the way he presents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is he not gorilla enough?
Oh my gosh. And then
Yeah.
he feels the need to impress the gays because it's like,
Exactly.
it's his self-consciousness. He needs to, like, he wants the gays to have a crush on him.
Absolutely.
You know, as
Yeah.
any straight man assumes, they assume the gay guy has a crush on them. It's cool. It's cool if you're gay. Just, I'm
not into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's the thing. Like, a gorilla actually would win.
Of course,
if it came to physicality.
Yeah, no,
but,
of course.
The gays would use their minds to just, slowly break it down piece by piece.
Totally.
I also just, don't understand how this came about.
No. But that's for straight people to sort of deal with on their own time.
Exactly. And then we're dealing with the repercussions. And I have to obviously bring it to the pod.
Right. And
if I'm going to have to deal with it, then I'm going to have to do my own twist on it,
I think that's good. And I think that's good that we talked about it here. There could be 100 gay men in a room.
But where's the gorilla?
They start also quoting that to the gorilla, and the gorilla gets upset because it's like it doesn't understand the reference. Yeah. And then they all spend all night watching Lady Gaga videos.
El Gaga.
Gaga, exactly. Yeah. They watch her in Copacabana breaking records.
Gaga Cabana, yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I think we got to go right into...
Well, I actually think it's time that we give the girlies what they want and do some more of our famous thing, which is a little thing called gay name or straight name.
Okay. I'm going to say David.
David is very good boy in school. I actually think I think it's straight.
It is crazy because David feels so matte coded.
Totally. There's lots of Davids out there.
And I don't feel like I've actually ever met a gay David.
It's crazy because I feel like I would know a million gay Davids, and I'm going through the gay Rolodex in my head. There's not a one.
It's straight. I'm sorry. It's straight.
David is a sleeper straight.
Yeah. Okay. Pat.
That feels actually straight man, gay woman.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not to bring, but we can invite the ladies in on that one because I think it is so, it can be both. In fact, it's so trans.
Yeah.
Pat is so trans.
But not to disagree with my girly over here.
Sure.
I think even though one of my best friends is straight and named Pat, I think it's gay. There's something about it that is so it presents to me. Pat is someone who comes out at 55. They are straight for their whole life, but then you kind of feel sad. You're they're definitely going to the sauna.
Totally.
And while they're married to a woman,
and you're waiting.
You're waiting.
The rumors are.
You're already preparing your shocked face, your fake shocked face for when they come out 55. No.
Oh my God, you're so right. And every time you're with their wife, you're just kind of how are you doing?
You're literally talking to Pat about Taylor Swift with their wife, and then you're literally you're with this woman. Okay.
Yeah. You always give them sort of the knowing nudge, and then you're oh, right. Oh, right.
They're big when does Reputation come out? And you're wait, but you two are together?
Yeah, totally. And they know more about what's going on with Taylor Swift and her upcoming announcements than you do.
Exactly.
And no, you know what? You're right. Yeah. Pat is gay.
Gay. Delayed gay. Louis.
Gay man, Jersey Italian.
Oh,
yeah, it's either gay man or Italian, but not an Italian.
Yeah.
A New Jersey Italian. Louis.
Yeah.
Hey, he's walking here.
Yeah.
But then gay Louis, strolling down the hills, clopping down the sidewalk with those stilettos.
Longest nails you've ever seen.
Totally.
Josh.
At first listen, hearing Josh, it hits a little bit as gay.
Yeah.
But I actually think, no, Josh is straight, family man, good father.
Yeah.
Really sturdy. Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's hitting the ear as straight.
Josh to me is someone, again, that you really have a crush on in high school.
Yes.
And you're their name's Josh. They're gay. You know, like there's just something about it where you're like, you fantasize about Josh.
It's wishful thinking.
It's wishful
Josh
thinking.
is wishful thinking gay.
And you read into every little moment of like, wait, they like held the door open for me.
Josh is so stolen glances.
Yeah, so stolen glances.
But
so
straight.
Like, you're hoping any moment that they'll come out, but then they're like so straight.
Yeah, they're just like, and then they like get the most like nice girlfriend.
Yeah,
who's
it's
just
like
kind of plain.
Oh, but definitely plain Jane.
We love her and we love their relationship,
Yeah.
and they're also like they're a perfect couple, and they like go off and they get married.
Yeah.
They're literally perfect, but like you kind of always resent
like
her
it's
because
the
you
one
love
straight
Josh.
wedding that you like don't mind going to.
Totally,
You know?
totally.
Yeah.
But you always do have that little like twist in your stomach for
Yeah.
Josh, the one who got away.
Every time like his shirt comes up a little bit, you're like, oh, okay.
Oh my
Josh.
god, it just comes up
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just like so flat.
Yeah.
But like there's like such like cum gutters on the side.
Absolutely. Okay, we have to stop talking about Josh.
Okay.
Are we into Josh?
I love Josh.
Okay, wow, Josh. Come on the pod.
Please. We'll be good.
Yeah.
I swear.
Jason.
Jason is gay. Gay.
Yeah.
Like Jason actually
Yeah.
to me is like the bad boy of the gay community.
Totally agree.
Like he's always got like tattoos. He's up to no good. Like
He
Jason
has a motorcycle.
Totally.
Yeah.
Jason is actually trouble.
Jason is someone who it's like when they enter the room, your breath is taken away.
Of course. And you like got to
Yeah.
you got to get noticed by Jason.
Absolutely. And it's so aggro. So like you can't even believe that they're gay because they're so like, you know, meathead vibes kind of. And normally you wouldn't be into it, but you're actually kind of like Jason, like take me into the bedroom.
Absolutely. And anyone out there who's like who's saying
Yeah.
they're straight, any
Yeah.
Jasons out there who's
Yeah.
saying they're straight, closet case.
Yeah.
Total closet
And
case.
also I feel like Jason is the best in bed.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Jason.
But gay Jason. Straight Jason, no. If there's a straight Jason, I'm sorry to that wife.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
totally.
Yeah.
You know, he's on Grindr late night, and then when he meets up, he's up to no good, and it's not
Yeah.
like the good kind of no good. He's
Yeah.
up to no good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Joey.
Okay, famous thing. Gay adult.
Oh.
Gay adult, straight child,
Yes.
baby kangaroo.
Absolutely. Yeah.
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 Yeah, in Australia, it's a whole different
Yeah.
bag, but
But Joey that's like Joe straight, Joey gay as the day is long.
yeah, dancer.
Absolutely.
Dancer on a cruise ship.
And Joey's like kind of annoying. You know?
He's, I'm
Joey is like a little bit like has to be the center of attention.
Yeah, yeah.
Always texting, like single text too, you know?
Oh, but like 50 in a row.
Exactly.
Always mad about
Yeah.
something to the group.
Yeah.
Like always starting
Yeah.
beef in the group text.
And like the takes are always wrong.
never right.
That's a Joey for you.
Never
Yeah.
met a correct Joey.
Yeah.
Hothead. Yeah, but
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
until they get a little too drunk.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh God, we
And I
gotta get
also-
Joey home.
There's something else about Joey that feels so bottom. I don't know why. And I listen, like no, there's nothing wrong. It's just there's something bottom vibes.
You are so
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even dream of topping. Maybe
No.
has never done it in their life.
And like power bottom, you know? Like,
Yeah, no, a great
Yeah.
at their job.
Yeah. Knows how to get the job done.
Well, as I told you,
Yeah.
they are so cruise ship dancer.
Absolutely.
They're very flexible. They're quite short too.
Oh
and I
my
don't mean
God.
that like we
No,
love
yes,
our
we
short
love
men.
our short kings. Yes, but there is Joey's are short and great in bed as bottoms. Yeah.
There you have
There
it.
you have it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And while we're at it, we know you like those so much.
Yeah.
Why don't you actually put the podcast on pause and go rate us right
Please.
now? If you like
Yeah.
what you're hearing, go rate us 5 stars and above. Leave us a comment.
Yeah.
you know.
Subscribe on Spotify or Apple.
Yeah. And send these to your friends.
Yeah.
Send these to the Joeys in your life because you know.
And also to the Joshes.
And to the Jasons.
Yeah. Oh, like
the Jasons. Meredith Marks. Send it to Meredith Marks because we're doing her here on this pod.
Yes, absolutely. I'm just getting overwhelmed at the thought of Jason.
Absolutely. Well, that was incredible.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing to do after that is Dod Mom Sauce.
Yes.
Yeah, a.k.a. Doll of the Day, Mother of the Moment, Sister of the Second. Our first
and most famous
segment where we take a person, place, or thing that we are currently super obsessed with.
And I want to go first.
Oh, please. Okay.
Well, famously, over the weekend, Greg turned 89 years young.
Yeah, he turned redacted years young.
Yeah. He had a birthday party. And for me, the best part was I got to meet my Dod Mom Sauce, which is one famous sister of the pod, Anne.
Yeah.
I have been waiting to meet Anne since day one of this pod.
Since the day that I couldn't pick her up from the airport.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And boy, did she not disappoint. One, she's the funniest trimmer.
Oh, okay.
Two, life of the party.
Yeah.
She was literally making everyone laugh. She befriending the bartenders, handing out slices to all the, there was like 3 bartenders. She was making sure each one of them got a slice of cake.
Love that. Oh, I was wondering. I was a little hungry for more. Cake. But that's where it went.
She was making sure everyone was happy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I felt like a real soul sister.
Yeah. You two are 2 peas. It was sort of like when 2 of the biggest celebrities in the world sort of come together and meet. It's like
Supernova.
Mariah. It's Mariah and Whitney doing When You Believe.
Yeah.
In so many ways, minus the singing, of course. But the star power was there. It's like it's almost too bright to look at. Yeah.
What's your Dod Mom Sauce?
Okay, so I am currently super obsessed with the reason this video found you talk, otherwise known as if you're watching this video on May 5th or whatever day, you're meant to be here. So it's basically like TikTok's kind of answer to astrology. It's actually like TikTok tarot.
Okay.
So basically there's like a clairvoyant or whoever, a Miss Cleo of sorts. There's millions on TikTok basically pulling a tarot card and telling you like what spirit is telling them about you today. Obviously it's like being blasted out to like everyone on TikTok. And it's so algorithmic. It's like based on fully like what you're searching for, and it just like reinforces whatever you're thinking. But like it makes me feel so seen and special and good. Like
probably because it says like you like food.
Totally. It is. It's like if you are watching this on May 5th, you are entering your hot girl era. And I'm like fully lying in bed, like hair looking like Queen Elizabeth II, the famous thing. Like me with like 3 chins, flies swarming around me. And I'm like, yes, mama, I am entering my hot girl era. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
No, I just love it so much. Like if you are watching this video before or on May 30th, or even after.
Yeah.
You're gay. Okay.
Yeah.
And with that.
And we hope that your name is Josh, and then reach out to us.
I'm waiting for a call from Jason.
Okay, let us ponder that on a break.
Yeah. Welcome back. And it is time for our Miss Thing of the Week.
Yeah.
Fresh off of their star turn at the Met Gala.
Shutting down the Met Gala, which is normally reserved for Rihanna.
Totally. Who also made a giant splash this year.
And a huge one at that. Can't believe she's pregnant once again, but we'll get into that.
We will get into that. But future Miss Thing, the child. Rihanna, our very first Miss Thing. We just love her so much. She looked incredible.
So good.
She was so giving My Fair Lady, the horse scene.
Oh, yes.
You obviously don't know.
No, but I just like aesthetically, it seems very My Fair Lady. Yeah.
Yes.
But Okay, we need to get back to the queen of the ball.
The Queen Supreme.
Our Miss Thing of the week is
Diana Ross.
Okay, quite simply, she started it all.
And not even in a different way.
Yeah.
This woman is the blueprint, the true diva.
Beyonce bows down to her, and that is enough said.
What is there to say? First of all, let's, start with the Met look.
Yes.
The train. Actually putting Rihanna that one year to shame.
Which is probably the most iconic look of the past 15 years, and somehow Diana Ross, who by the way wasn't even gonna go because she's on tour right now, and then her son Evan was like, you have to go, and she was like, okay, I guess I'll show up for the first time in 20 plus years.
Evan Ross
Katz. Yeah. Oh wait, not Ross Katz.
I was actually walking you into that, and you sort of went right to it.
I was like, yeah, but it is Evan Ross, right?
Maybe.
Because it's Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yeah, well, I know that much. Mother Supreme.
And Evan Ross is married to, famously,
Evan Ross Katz.
Yes. And they're in a throuple with you
Paulina
make me wanna
Rubio.
la la.
Who's that? Oh, Ashley Simpson. Wait, Ashley Simpson is married to Diana Ross's kid?
Yes.
Okay.
She might have even been on that train because the train was Diana Ross's family tree.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yes, it was.
Ashley Simpson.
Ross is her full name. Ashley Simpson Ross. Ashley. Yeah. I'm so Chicago.
We need to look into that immediately and find out if Ashley Simpson
was on the train. I think it might have just been the grandchildren.
Sort of like
the children and grandchildren. Yeah. But okay, back to Diana. This woman, the amount of movies that she has influenced, as far as Dreamgirls,
is based on the Supremes. Yeah.
And also there's other lesser versions of Dreamgirls knockoffs where it's so many movies, there's roles that's this is Diana Ross, basically.
Not to mention The Wiz.
Yes.
Started it all in a different way, for sure.
I can't remember the name of the movie. Jennifer should forgive me, but she was nominated for...
Was it Mahogany?
Maybe. She was nominated for Best Actress her first time out in the 70s, early 70s. She literally was named by Billboard Artist of the Century at one point because she's had so many number one hits, both with the Supremes and then also solo.
I'm Coming Out.
Gay
Anthem, Love Hangover, and then with the Supremes, Baby Love,
Can't Hurry Love.
It's just endless. The list goes on and on. The songs, they're literally all hits.
She's literally 82 and she's out on tour.
I can't handle that.
Yeah,
that literally does not compute in my brain.
I know. It's she looks younger than you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she is.
Yeah, exactly.
And RuPaul's ultimate inspiration.
Yeah.
And again, she gave birth to Tracy Ellis Ross.
And Evan Ross Katz.
Yeah. No, Tracy, who is gone on, I feel like she's the TV comedy mom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Girlfriends, we'll get into her on another episode.
Tale for another time.
But truly, there's so much to be said about Diana. And, after she shut down the Met Ball, we obviously had to do her.
Yeah.
And she's on tour. So people,
she's playing
get tickets if you can.
Right. She's playing 2 nights at the Hollywood Bowl this summer. And I think I'm definitely going to go because I don't want to miss the opportunity to see a legend while they're here playing a venue like the Bowl.
Yeah.
I love her. She's influenced quite literally all of culture.
Well, it's so funny. Last night I was looking her up and it said all the people. It's Michael Jackson, Beyonce, all these people. And the list said, these are the artists who have said that Diana Ross has influenced her. And it was Michael Jackson, Beyonce, and Jade Thirlwall.
Oh, God.
And I was like, wow, that list. Those are the 3 you normally think about.
Totally.
Yeah.
Jade Thirlwall, third on that list.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure Diana. Those are the three that she
wanted.
Yeah, she's like, she's like the people I've influenced. Obviously,
she actually, when Jade celebrated her birthday on tour, she came out and sang "Happy Birthday" to her. Just like she did for Beyonce.
Yeah, she actually missed Beyonce's like first night because she wanted to, she missed Beyonce's actual birthday, so she could sing
Happy
at
birthday.
Jade's, even though it wasn't Jade's. But she just wanted to. Yeah, she needed to be there for her first, and as we all do.
Absolutely. Jade, we love you.
Yeah.
We're going to see you at the Hollywood Bowl. Yeah. My famous, like, my OCD song from the summer.
You don't care. You just,
okay. We have to get into how we make it all about us.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start. I'm so, like, excited to talk about mine, actually.
Wow, you're so, like, going first all day.
I know.
Okay, fine.
That's my mood right now.
Sure.
And it's because I realize there's another famous moment with Diana that we haven't talked about.
Okay.
Also, side note, like, the name Diana there's like two icon upon icons.
Queen and princess.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Anyways, the thing that I think of when I think of Diana Ross is obviously the little boob jiggle that she did to Lil' Kim.
I am so glad you brought this up.
I mean, it is like ingrained in all millennials, elder millennials' brains.
It's the moment. It's like, it basically like, I don't remember if it happened before or after the Janet Jackson thing, but whenever it happened, it healed us.
Well, it's also kind of like there's life pre-boob jiggle.
Right.
And then there's life post-boob.
Yeah.
Boba Fett. Boob jiggle.
I feel like, not to digress a little bit, but like millennial culture is so like exposed boob.
Absolutely.
You've got that.
Yeah.
You've got the Janet Jackson, which I just named.
Yeah.
Tara Reid.
You've also got Rose McGowan in that like kind of see-through dress when she was dating Marilyn Manson.
Right. Deliberate or not. Although most of them usually felt planned. Not sure about Tara. But I feel like millennial culture, we were boob obsessed.
And it was also like the amount of times like you would, without your will, have to like see it on loop. Like they would just like, you'd be watching like I love the 90s, and then it would just be like the Diana boob jiggle, and then it would just like repeat and then repeat and then repeat, you know?
Of
like
course.
You saw it a million times.
Yeah, and then after that, like VH1 would play their version of Showgirls with the black strip.
Yes.
So those pens that you turn over, it's like the outfit goes down.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I forgot about those pens. Yeah. Anyways.
I'm going to get you one for your birthday next year. Actually, I'm going to get you one for Paul Jolly Day.
Well, yes.
Paul Jolly on a pen.
Well, the other thing that happened this weekend at your birthday is I was talking to
Matt.
Yes, but also other dear friend of the pod, Marcos.
Okay.
And he said that he secretly, that there's been talk of people thinking that I'm straight because I always talk about my girlfriend, Olivia, my very first girlfriend. Oh, and I was like, wait, I love that there's some rumors that I'm pretending to be gay, and like let's spread those.
Wishful thinking. Everyone wants us to be straight.
Absolutely. And I'm like, no one's ever called me straight. So it's like, let's get that rumor mill going.
Well, exactly. It's our four quadrantness.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, as you know, we all know Miss Thing is nothing if not four quadrant.
So I do want that pen where the girl loses her clothes because I'm straight.
Totally.
And then on top of that leads perfectly into my story, which is when I was in college, to like do the direct line. So the Diana Ross boob jiggle, it makes me think of obviously like when you're kind of like, you're showing interest in the opposite sex, even though you're not actually into, or well, I guess, you know, like Diana isn't actually into Lil' Kim, but you know, she's having fun with it.
Yeah, you're doing a little performance, you know, for the people at home.
Yeah. And that in college, I went through a fun little phase for some reason of making out with girls. Because I'm straight, as you know. Right. I was already out at this time. And I was just like hung up on this boy that was unavailable in college. And so...
You wanted to impress him.
Well, the thing was, never in front of him. I just think I was like, however I was coping with this was just like, I wanted him, but I couldn't have him, so then I'm just going to make out with girls. It doesn't make sense. Let's not linger on it.
No. Psychologically, that's not adding up.
No, because I really wanted to be making out with him, but it wasn't happening. So then I was like, I guess, like, I'll just make out with you, girl, in front of me.
Right. You're so Banaka spray. You're so, that strip.
Yeah,
What's that thing?
Like Listerine strip?
Yeah. You're so Listerine strip and then make out, and everyone's like, mouth is so cold. You're like,
Those
it's like
strips
spicy.
are disgusting.
Absolutely vile. The way they turn your tongue blue.
Yeah.
Very you.
And
You're
they
so
don't also work. Like,
well, they should.
I feel like every time I've ever like been next to someone who put a Listerine strip in and then they've talked to me, it's like it's still like it only gets at one square of their tongue, and then like the rest of their mouth still has bad breath.
Oh yeah, it's halitosis everywhere else.
Yeah, like there's just one tiny square with no halitosis, but then the rest, and they think they are so confident with their non-bad breath that then they actually like breathe at you, and you're like, no.
Oh yeah. It's so not Febreze, it's so Lysol spray.
Yeah.
Like that cannot cover up the shit.
No. It's actually even like the sprays don't work. And if anything,
they make things so much worse, and then they linger on your clothes so bad. Whatever you do, guys, in 2025, do not spray Lysol when you are in a bathroom. It just is the dead giveaway that you just took the biggest shit of your life.
Unless, of course, Lysol, you're sponsoring us. And then if that's the case...
Well, we use Lysol all the time. Every room.
Used it, actually.
I sprayed the couch down with Lysol before this.
Okay, but anyways, so I'm in college. I'm going through this phase. And I'm like, it's like a Friday night. It's like the dead of winter in Boston. And I'm like, okay, I got to get out of this phase of making out with women. So we're going out to a party. And I'm saying this to my friends. And I'm like, there is this like party that we've been invited to, and that it's only going to be gays. So I was like,
that's shocking. In Boston, I feel like there's no gay men.
Well, because I went to the gayest school of all time. Emerson is just like a theater school, film school. So I was just like, this is my ticket. I'm going to make out with a man tonight. I'm going to break the spell. And so
Boston is so closet case Jason.
Absolutely. And or at Emerson, it was the one oasis. Or it was just like Rainbow Central.
Right.
And so we got invited. We're like pre-gaming in one of the dorm rooms.
Power hour or Edward 40 hands? What's the vibe?
It's a low-key power hour.
Okay.
Because, and I'm getting annoyed because half of my friends are like, it's like a blizzard outside. You know when you're in a cold area,
right?
And like you adjust to the temperature. Like if you're in LA and it's like 60, you're like, oh my god, I need like a full parka to even go outside. But then when you're in like a very cold area and you're used to it, it's like it can be a full blizzard, and you're like, I'm gonna wear my normal sneakers. Like this is fine. Like you just adjust so quickly.
Yeah, I would wear shorts in the dead of winter in Manhattan.
Yeah.
So okay.
And that was the same. We were in Boston. It was like truly a full blizzard, and so half of the pregame people were like, let's just stay in, like, it's too cold and it's snowing. And I'm like, no, we're going out. Like, we're young. We're, like, we were 19 or something, you know, like, we're in our prime. We gotta go.
Yeah.
And so I convinced half the group. We, like, start the pregame, and then, like, the other half is just like, you guys are gonna regret it. Like, it's, like, not gonna be that fun of a party, and you're gonna literally have frostbite. And I was like, well, joke's on you. So then we go to the party. It's only gay men. And I'm like, okay, like, the night's young. Let's see where this takes me.
Yeah, it sounds like you are nowhere near home. Like you are on vacation.
There's not a girl in sight.
Okay.
Not even a lesbian. And so I'm like, this is great. So we're talking. I go into the kitchen. I like get a beer. I talk to one of my friends for, I want to say 15 minutes. I come back out into the main party. Not a single gay in sight, and somehow just like a group of 15 women enter the party. And I'm like, what?
Bachelorette.
Yeah, truly.
Has joined the chat.
It's like literally drag brunch, but only for women. Yeah.
Right.
And so I'm just like, okay, well, you know what? There's still some gay men. I'm going to like start talking to them. In a matter of like 40 minutes, it's like all the gays are like, this party's lame. It's like only women. And I'm just like, are you kidding
We're in
me?
Palm Springs all of a sudden.
I was so pissed. And then it turns into literally like truth or dare and those type of like question games.
Everyone is so truth.
Yeah. And then it's like turning into
actually everyone is so dare,
well,
but it's like,
well, that's what's happening. So then it's dare, and then it's literally like girls daring the gays to kiss them. And I'm like, no. We're getting out of here. I grab my friends. I'm like, this is not our story tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to another party.
Okay.
We go to another party at MIT, but we don't even think about it. Like, yeah, because
I always forget that's there.
And so but then we like can't get in. And also we're realizing as we're waiting in the line that it's like only going to be like straight men. And like, what can we get out of that?
I feel like it's literally just like a like all computers.
It's just computers.
It's just like a data center and it's like numbers across the screen. Like there's no human component.
And also on top of that, it's like if you do talk to someone, it's just like they're just, they are just doing like bleep blurp, bleep blurp. Bleep blurp,
Absolutely, yeah.
And so then, and also at this point, keep in mind, like full icicles everywhere on my body. It's so cold. And so then my two friends that I was with were like, you know what? Tonight's the bus. Like, it's fine. Like, we can try again next weekend or tomorrow. So then we're like, let's just go back to the dorm. Like, it's like the epitome of like, we were having fun at the pregame. Like, we should have just stayed with the friends who said that we were going to regret it.
Yeah.
So I was like, fine, whatever. We like trudge the snow, get back to the dorm room, go back to those people. They're literally like LOL making fun of us because they're like, we had like the time of our lives. And I'm just like, okay, fine, fuck it. Like, let's just like get drunk because it was still like, by the way, it was like only midnight. Like it was such a, like classic thing where it's like all the parties were a bus. So you're like back in your dorm room like way too early.
Yeah.
And I'm in the dorm room and I'm just like annoyed at the night. So we just start playing drinking games. Like, and then I'm like, wait, this is actually like really fun.
As drinking games can be this famous thing.
Cut to, knock on the door.
Uh-huh.
And it is the RA.
Oh.
We all get drinking tickets.
Oh, right. And not the kind that you can use at the bar.
The fun thing about that was the people who stayed in the dorm room the whole night had been drinking. So 10 minutes before then, they all went to bed, and it was just like the three of us who actually left to came out to go out to the party. So then it was just the three of us, plus the one girl that I was making out with when the RA busted us.
So at this point, you were actively still making out.
There was one girl in my friend group that like was holding. It was her dorm room that we were in, and somehow I got drunk enough again. I swore up and down I was done with girls.
Oh
and
no!
Whatever reason, we were just drinking, and the mood hit. And so I'm not kidding.
No.
The RA like busted through the door, and literally I was like full mid makeout.
And you also get busted for lewd behavior. You just couldn't kick the habit.
I think I had to call my parents and like tell them because we were underage, and like I had to like they made me be like, I was like making out, and I had just come out too, so they were like, "What's going on?
This is confusing." So you are bi.
Yeah, exactly.
So you are bi.
So, anyways, to Marcos and to all those people who thinks that I'm low key straight, I guess I am.
Why did we both have? Why were people like so convinced we were straight in college? In the gayest schools in our local areas.
I have no idea.
Well, it sounded like you were acting upon it.
But no one was, even while I was making out with girls, like no one actually thought, like even the girls, they're like, yeah, he's gay. Like,
why are you doing that? That's weird. Kinda.
No one actually thought this is the first time in my life that people are, snickering about that. Maybe I'm straight and I'm living for it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, Craig, after that,
well, where do we go?
As we recover. Yeah. How do we make Diana Ross all about Craig?
Well, okay, so, I mean, as we've already discussed, I don't even think we've, like, really gotten into all the hits. Diana Ross,
so many.
It's the discography is insane. But my all-time favorite Diana Ross song is The Boss.
Oh, yes.
I mean, talk about a song that applies to me.
Yep.
As you know in our friendships. Yeah, I am such a boss bitch. I'm a boss babe.
Yeah.
I'm a girl boss.
You're the baby boss. What is it? Boss baby?
Baby boss. Yeah. In the sense that I'm so like Alec Baldwin.
In every way.
Right. But as you know, like I can be kind of controlling, with my friends. And I think to a degree, like not in an overbearing way for the most part, but I think like I sort of have like a bit of a domineering.
You know what you want, and you make others aware.
Yeah. And I make others do what I want, whether they like it or not. Yeah. So
Sure. Yeah.
but you're so right.
Yeah.
So, but this reminds me of a time like a few years ago, I went to Miami with a few friends. Miami, incredible city. In Florida, incredible place.
I love that you're letting the Jennifers know that Miami is in Florida.
Yeah. No, but I had never been. Oddly enough, that's like one of those cities that I feel like everyone's been to like 8 million times.
Yeah.
And even when I lived in New York, I feel like people were constantly in Miami and I just never went. But a few years ago, I went with some friends. The gay Mats were there.
Okay.
And we were like really out and about. It was a long weekend, and I felt like, I think it's a product of having like never been to the city before, but I got a lot of recommendations before I went. I did a lot of reading. I was like, I really want to make the most of this like long weekend. And my recommendations were like hitting. Like we had some really good dinners. We had some really good meals. So sort of towards the end of the weekend, we did that famous drag brunch at the Palace.
Okay.
The one that's like so crazy. I mean, the food is completely inedible.
Was it filled with all straight women?
Oh, a lot of straight women. It was like half straight women, half like gay men.
Okay.
And also like it's in Miami Beach. It's at the Palace.
Yeah.
And like basically during the show, so many people line up like right outside and just watch the show. Like they're not even eating, but they just are there to see the theatrics.
I actually think you've told me a little bit about like that there was like a crazy performance where someone like dropped from the ceiling or something.
Literally, they are like at the top of like a skyscraper, like dangling on, and all of a sudden they like drop
and then like
into death drop into like a backflip. It's the craziest, most death defying thing you've ever seen. It's so impressive, and you're just like there with like your avocado toast that like you can't even stomach because it like doesn't taste good, but that's fine. It's worth the price.
Well, the food at drag brunch is always terrible. It's always like you're paying $80 for avocado toast, and like it's like brown.
There's like no avocado in sight. It's like, is this peanut butter? Because I do have a nut allergy. Anyways, so we did that. We were like, so I mean, it's been, Miami is a party place. You get like very tired, when you're not super
tired just listening to this.
Wired. Exactly. But we leave brunch. And we start walking. So we're walking around, like going to our next spot. I am sort of holding court at the front,
Yeah.
Bing, bang, boom. Just making them all laugh. Like I am really, I'm inspired by the art I saw at the Palace. I'm really holding court. About 45 minutes goes by, no less than 45 minutes goes by. All of a sudden, I turn to the group. I say, hey, guys, where are we going?
No.
And they go,
we're following you.
I don't know. We were following you. I was like, what? Why are you following me? Like, they're like, I don't know. You're just walking with such authority. We thought you knew where we were going. If that is not me to just sort of be charging forward. Listen,
I can't think of a specific time, but I feel like I have been in your presence like at least 3 times where we're just like following you because it looks like you know where you're going, and then we're just like somehow like inside of a dumpster all of a sudden.
And I'm just trying to like make us all feel comfortable and go with the flow. Like if there is one thing about me is that I don't know directions. I'm a gay guy. I have no sense of direction.
Absolutely.
Listen,
it's in our DNA.
Totally. Like you want to ask me for like cute restaurant recommendations. Ask me. You want to ask about, your Oscar ballot. Ask me. You want directions? You want to know where we're going and how to get there? Ask Google, bitch. Ask ChatGPT.
If you want the directions I would give is like go to the McDonald's. Turn right once you see the divot in the road. Like you would hate my directions.
I couldn't even begin to give you directions. I don't know where we're going. Literally, ask ChatGPT. Melt a glacier for all I care. That would do less damage to the earth than it would do to my brain to have to like figure out where you're going.
Yeah.
Like I am too busy. I'm too busy thinking
holding
about
court. You're too busy holding court.
That's the thing. I'm too busy thinking about funny things to say.
Yeah.
Like my mind can't hold on to the information as to like where the nearest Walgreens is.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Don't ask. That was that, but that's not the only time that's ever happened to me. But I remember so specifically in Miami, a place that they all had been before, number of times besides me, and yet I was the one sort of being the boss.
Yeah.
Diana Ross. I was, of course, wearing a huge sparkly train.
With your lineage.
That was the dead giveaway with Ashley Simpson. It was all Ashley Simpson. Just in different performances.
Listen, I would pay good money for a really long train that had Ashley Simpson on it.
Of course you would.
I would.
Well, with that,
I think it's time for a break.
Totally. Yeah. We're back, and it's time for Diva Down. Mm-hmm. Diva Down, of course, is our final segment where we take a person, place, or thing that really needs our unsolicited advice right now.
As gay men.
As only gay men can give, whether you asked or not. And this one did not ask.
But we're going to give it.
We're going to give some serious advice.
I wasn't even at this restaurant. We're giving a little tease, but I felt so heated that I was like, we have to do this.
No, we need to take this to the microphone. Yeah. Our Diva Down this week is the cinnamon roll at Baltair. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I recently had brunch at Baltair. Mm-hmm. It's sort of like the hot place to get brunch. It's in Brentwood. It's kind of like one of those shishi, kind of like party brunches, I want to say. Not super like my scene. Yeah. But the thing with this particular brunch is that they have a cinnamon roll cart at the end.
And you told me about this like a week or so in advance, and I was like living vicariously through this because the way to my heart is a cinnamon roll cart.
Agree. I've never seen it before. And like, it's all over social media. Mm-hmm. It's everyone knows all about it. So you get like a prefix meal. Yeah. And that, which by the way, the food's good. Like the meal is good.
But let's be real. You're coming for the cinnamon roll.
You're coming for the cinnamon roll. Exactly. And you're seeing them go out to every table. I mean, this is the reason why everyone's there. You have to order at the beginning of your meal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you see that they're rolling out the carts and going to every table. And they're just doing a beautiful job. They have a lazy Susan on this thing. They take 2 huge dollops of icing, and then they use the lazy Susan. They just, it's art. They like go up the sides.
You showed me a video beforehand. I was like, wow, you're gonna get the best cinnamon roll of your life.
It's spectacular, and it is the only reason I wanted to go to this place. We're sitting there. I feel like it's 3 hours into our brunch. Yeah. They finally send out the cinnamon roll person. The cart comes out. The person wheeling the cart, I have not yet seen. And as soon as he started dolloping...
Nope, I saw it.
I knew why.
And just to let the gay Matts and Jennifer Z's out there know, Greg showed me, they filmed this video. Yeah. So I feel like I was there because I've seen the video and I'm still reeling from how this man applied icing to this cinnamon roll.
He took the dollops. First of all, he like kind of, he barely hit the top of the cinnamon roll. It all just like fell off to the side. It clomped off to the side. He didn't use the lazy Susan.
It was so uneven.
So uneven. It literally was not even on half of the cinnamon roll.
It was like, and then there would be like a huge glop on top, which you would be like, okay, that sounds good. But then do that huge glop all over the entire thing. And then what I saw from the sides, it's like he basically like where there was icing, he then took pains to actually remove it. And like, I don't know, put it in his pocket. I'm like, where is that icing going?
It was all on the side. Yeah. And all I wanted was the icing.
Yeah.
Literally, it was so upsetting. And I understand
it should be against the law.
I'm sorry. That dessert, by the way, $35.
My advice this actually like hurts me.
It's the most devastating story I've ever told.
Listen, I think that there are very few jobs in this world that you are supposed to just bring pure joy. And if your role is literally just cinnamon roll, like dessert chef or like cinnamon roll applier, whatever your job description is, if that's all you have to do, sounds like honestly perfect to me.
Great work. Yeah.
And I'm like, so my advice is literally like, if you're tasked with bringing joy to people, you better fucking bring the joy.
Exactly.
And
bringing people into the restaurant because they're not there for anything else.
Exactly. And so then I'm like, you need to be a surgeon. You need to hire the qualifications, but you need to have surgeon hands. You need to expertly apply that icing.
Totally.
And so my advice I have already forgotten the name of this restaurant.
Voltaire
is you better start hiring surgeons to apply this icing.
My advice is to Voltaire.
Okay.
Because you have nothing but social media people running around that restaurant taking so many videos of everything. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that post their videos of that cinnamon roll on their social media. You better contact me because I have a video that you are not gonna want hit the internet.
And with that, I know that we're kind of like, that's a lot to take in.
It is a lot to take in. I'm still furious.
Yeah, I am too. And I know you guys are too. But where you can direct that anger is towards liking, subscribing, putting up a comment.
Yeah, follow us on Spotify, Apple. Follow us at Miss Thing the Pod on Instagram and TikTok. But yeah, please actually seriously be rating us, reviewing us. That really, really helps.
And as always, Cynthia, we love you.
We just got our tickets for you at the Hollywood Bowl this summer. We cannot wait. You and Adam Lambert.
Oh, right.
Another fan favorite on the podcast.
Okay, we can't wait for that episode.
We'll be reporting live from the event. Adam, gay name or straight name?
Straight.
Okay, I was going to say gay.
Well, I just think it's like Adam and Eve. You know what I mean? It feels like kind of like canonically.
Sure. I stand by gay.
Okay. I think Adam Lambert's straight.
All right, we love you.
Bye.
Miss Thing Podcast is created, executive produced, and hosted by Greg Trimmer and Tim Zientek.
It's produced and edited by Benji Simons, with cover art and additional creative support by Claude Zeins.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Miss Thing the Pod.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Watch on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Please subscribe, rate, and review, but only raves. Strictly 5 stars and above.
Follow Greg at Greg Trimmer and Tim at Tim_Zientek on all social media.
Bonk.